Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here and you don't already know, my name is Gabrielle. Welcome to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title of today's video, today is all about the brows. I am going to share with you my tips and tricks on how to shape and fill in your brows and get them looking as full and natural as possible. As you guys know, if you've watched any of my makeup tutorials or get ready with me, if you haven't, you definitely should. I can leave a link to a couple down below in the description bar. I usually don't do my brows on camera because my brow routine takes time. I do my own brows. I don't go to a salon to get them tweezed or threaded or anything like that. I do all of it by myself. If you guys want to learn how to do that, please keep watching. Let me put these here behind my ears so they don't get in my way. So, first things first, with the shape of your brow, if you've looked at other tutorials for brows and things like that, they may tell you to, when you're shaping your brows and when you're starting to fill them in, to start filling them in from the outer edge of your nose, which is right here. Now, if you see here on my face, that doesn't work because that's going to cut off this part of my brow. And if I cut that off, it's not only going to widen my nose, it's going to make my eyes look like they're more widespread than they actually are, and it's just going to make my entire face look more widespread than it actually is. So what I suggest you do is, instead of starting from the outer edge of your nostril, start from the outer edge of your bridge. So right here, you see how that lines up really nicely? So that's going to be a great starting point for my brows. And for the edge of the brow, the edge of my eye right here at the corner, so from the corner of my nostril to the edge of my eye, and that's where the tail of my brow is supposed to be. That's where it should naturally hit on my face. Now for one of the most important parts of your brow, which is the arch. So I suggest you get yourself a mirror, look straight ahead into the mirror. What you're going to do is you're going to take your brush or whatever object that you have, and then you're going to line it up with the edge of your iris. See right there? That's where, right there is where my arch is supposed to start. But before you go out and do whatever you have to do for the day, make sure it looks good on your face. If it doesn't, if it looks weird to you, if it looks wonky, by all means fix it. Do what you have to do so that you feel comfortable with your brows and how your face is framed. Right now I'm trying to grow out my brows a little bit because I mistakenly over tweezed my brows. And also, you might have noticed that this brow tends to be a little crazier than this one whenever I fill them in, because when I was little, I decided one day that I wanted to shave off half my eyebrow just for the fun of it, and I looked at myself in the mirror and immediately started to cry because it freaked me out. Anyway, now this brow, it doesn't grow back fully. As you can see, there is still kind of a patch missing right there. It doesn't grow back fully. I try and fill it in as much as I can and make it look all even, but it just doesn't grow evenly. This is basically what my brows look like without any product. Now it is time to fill in my brows, and there's a few different ways that you can do this. There are a lot of different products out there, and this is just a powder kit, and it looks like this. It has a lighter powder and a darker powder. This is the infamous Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow pomade. As you can see, I have used quite a lot of it. These things are amazing. I love brow pencil so much. It fills in my brows so easily. You can get such beautiful detail into your brows. You can get those hair-like strokes that make your brows look as naturally voluminous and fluffy as possible. I have a few here that I really like, and I still want to try a lot more. So the first pencil that I ever used was this one. This is the Nyx Micro Brow, and it's wonderful. I don't know if I have any product left in this, but it comes with a little spoolie like this, which is nice for you to brush up your brows, do whatever you need to do, blend in product. And yeah, there's just a tiny bit of this product left. But if you can see here, it has a really small It's really, really thin and it's really small, so it's great for building those hair-like strokes on your brow to make them look super natural. Also, I have this one from L'Oreal. This is their Brow Stylist Definer. Also really great. Not as thin as the one from NYX, but this is really great. The product is nice. It's a little more, I would say it's a little bit more waxy in texture, but it's still really nice. Still really thin. You can still get those hair-like strokes, and it comes with plenty of products in there. And yeah, I really like this. This also comes with a spoolie on the other end. Another one that I've been really loving lately is this one from Wet n Wild. It is super inexpensive. It was like $4, I think, if that. But this is the Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil, and it is a brow pencil. It is just a little bit of a different shape. Once again, it comes with a spoolie, but this is a little bit of a different shape. If you can see right here, it has more of a triangular shape, which is odd. I was a little concerned about it at first, but it contours to the brow bone so nicely, and the edge right here, the tip of it is so nice and makes it so simple to get hair-like strokes, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful product that I've really been enjoying. The color is a little cool tone for me. I would like it to be a little bit warmer, but that's just me. I still like it. I love it. I wear it all the time. And yeah, so those are all those types of products you can use. There are also gels and mousses and products from many, many different companies that you can use to fill in your brows and to make them look as beautiful as you want them to be. And yeah, but now I'm going to get into how I fill in my brows. So I am going to zoom you guys in real quick so you can get up close and personal on these brows, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are up close and personal right now, making sure you can see that brow. So I'm going to try and stay in frame but be able to look at my brows at the same time. I have a mirror right here. First things first, what I always do with my brows is I brush them up, and then I like to go and flatten them like that a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with my pencil, and what I'm going to do is I like to start closer to the middle of my brow right here. This is where my brow starts to arch, and I like to take my pencil and I like to make little feather hair like strokes at the very bottom of my brow. But the hair like strokes kind of connect into a line. Then from that line, I start building hair like strokes going up. So I start right where I started before. And I brush up, creating hair like strokes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from that same spot that I started in, except for this time, instead of going backwards and creating that arch, I'm going to go forward. As I get closer to the front of my brow, I also use a lot less pressure because I want the majority of the color to be at the tail end of my brow, because this is where you want the darkest color to be. This is where you want the most definition to be. If you see, the top brows don't move up, they move downward naturally, and that's the same direction that you want to mimic with your pencil or whatever product that you're using. You want to angle those strokes downward. And then always, always, always go back in with a spoolie and brush that product through, making sure that nothing looks overly harsh and that everything looks cohesive. And that's that. You see the difference between this brow and this brow? This one done prayed. This one needs Jesus. From there, I like to clean up my brows a little bit on the underside. It lifts the brows a little bit. What I do is I go in with a concealer that is a shade lighter than my skin tone. I take just a really small amount of that product, and I take this right under the arch. Just like that. Another great thing about doing this and cleaning up your brows is that if you have any extra hairs out there that you forgot to tweeze, it kind of covers them a little bit, makes your brows look a little bit cleaner. Blend it in. The last thing that I do with my brows is I like to set my brows. I either use this clear brow gel. This one is from Essence. This is their Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. But recently, what I've been using is by Essence again. This is their Vibrant Shock. This is their Vibrant Shock Lash and Brow Gel Mascara, and this is in the shade Goldberry. And I like to use this because, as you can see, my hair is vibrant red. I like my brows to match my hair. And I just do a very light coating of this because I don't need a lot of it. Just want to slightly tint the hairs. And it's just great because not only does it tint the hairs, but it holds them in place, making sure that my brows don't go everywhere, making me look like a crazy person. As you can see, there is a huge difference between this eye and this one. I'm just going to real quick get this other brow done, and I'll be right back with you guys. And I'm back. That's both brows on. Yeah, that's my brow tutorial. That's how I fill in my brows. I hope you guys liked this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you can get a notification every time I upload. I upload every Wednesday. And until next Wednesday, bye.